Y'all, today is the day. Today is the day I'm out and I'm going to plant out that last garden bed. We're going to get it done. This time I'm just going to give you a quick before and I'm going to plant it out and then I'm going to give you the after and tell you about who ended up in that space. Who's going to end up actually there? My assistants are at the ready. So in the last video, we did the wetland garden, which is right there. So this is the last garden space, and this is the nectar garden. So I want to fill it with as many flowers as I can to attract in butterflies, and it's still exactly as I left it. Remember, I got the little bit of added space there. So you can see it from over here. All right, the garden is planted out. I found some plants that were in there that I had planted like the year before, and the snow square stem, you know, the giant in the area, just completely overcrowded them, but they're still there. So we're just going to go check everything out. There's a lot of beautiful flowering plants in this little space. And remember, it's all for the butterflies. So here we are. Here's our little triangle. It's a little bit bigger triangle than it was if you saw in the last video. And there is a nice variety of flowers in here. Let's go check them out. We'll start on the corner there with the flame vine. This is Mexican flame vine. It is not native, but butterflies love it. It can be invasive. If you put it in the ground, it will spread, which is why mine is in a pot that is raised up. And when the tendrils get close to the ground, which they'll grab on and spread, I'll either trim them or I'll just pick them up and sort of lay them on top of another vine to hold it up so it is no longer close to the ground. Now this plant, when I got it, was in a pot, and they do great in hanging baskets. The thing is they need tons of water, and a hanging basket doesn't leave room for deep water collection like this nice deeper pot, and I was constantly having to water it, and it just wasn't happy. And when I moved it to this pot, it has been thrilled and thriving. So it's a pretty big pot you'll want to put it in, and it will do great though. It will do great. And look what I noticed. We have flower buds. Can you believe it? I'm so excited. It also likes a lot of fertilizer to keep it flowering. So I'm regularly dumping slow release fertilizer into the pot. And you can see how happy it is. And so since we're talking about things in a pot, let's go visit what I put behind here. This is a potted collection I did last season. Oh, look at that. Something has eaten that. This is a host plant because it's a mallow. I wonder if there's a caterpillar on here. Well, I'll check for that later. Let's stay focused. This is a Zabrina mallow. I got it from Joyful Butterfly. You know I love Joyful Butterfly. I have an affiliate link to them in the description of all of my videos. And it has made it a full round of seasons here. And it made it through the cold. I did not cover it when we had that little cold burst. And you can see it is doing fine. There is also some Purpletop Vervain. that I got from Joyful Butterfly. It died back, but it's coming back. So yay, those will be two pretty flowers. And the Purpletop Vervain, let me tell you, actually the Zabrina Mallow too, now that I think about it, when they were blooming, there were butterflies highly attracted to them, which of course Joyful Butterfly is only going to sell plants that are either host plants or butterfly attractors. So both of these are great plants to have in this space. And also in a pot right behind it is, Zinnias that froze back, but there's two more here, and one is about to bloom. Look how pretty that is. And there's another little one beside it that's got a bud on it. So I moved them over here to this garden, and there's a trellis here holding up another plant we'll talk about in a minute, but they're leaning up on the back side of it so they can grow upright because they were falling over the side. And, you know, zinnias, major butterfly attractors. And, you know, in this empty space, I have some zinnia seedlings growing in the garden room that I can transplant into this pot when I'm sure we're not going to have more cold weather. Right now, they're just going to stay in the garden room. My next potted plant is right here on the corner. This is a Buddleia, and it is the Black Knight Buddleia. I keep it in a pot just because, you know, there's a lot of things about Buddleia. Some people hear the name and just cringe. But this is a cultivar. I've had it, this is like my second year with it. And I have not had any babies come up anywhere. But let me tell you, when this thing blooms, it is incredible. And the flowers are gorgeous. And the butterflies, I love them. So I'm just keeping my little Buddleia, I think it's called Black Knight, in a pot. And then right beside it is my little lily. If you remember last year, it bloomed for the first time. So I moved it over here into this flower garden. And here's the tag so you can see what kind it is. Rainbow Rhythm Ruby Spider. And let me tell you, it was gorgeous. But I never noticed any butterflies go to it. However, it was tucked away in another spot in my garden, so maybe now that it's over here, we'll get some butterfly action. And this guy is a Florida native. This is a Dune sunflower, and they are fabulous plants. Now, we've had Dune sunflower in our yard for years, but it's over in the side yard. It gets full sun all day, and it is just as happy as can be. However, it will spread and get kind of leggy, and it just needs regular cut back. It will go to seed. It's a short-lived perennial, but it will reseed. And look at this, we've got a bloom coming. Let's just tuck you in there so you can stay up tall. So I have this in a pot back here just to see what it's going to do. And I will give it a lot of attention and keep it deadheaded. And if I want more, I'll collect the seeds and grow them. But I am happy to have this here because butterflies should love it. Bees will love it. And this pot is the pot that's been here in this garden on the corner. And it has two Florida natives in it. Wild Petunia, which you can see there's one blooming and one coming. And of course, I mean, we couldn't not have some tropical sage in here. So fabulous Florida natives. I don't see butterflies go to the wild Petunia. It's just a pretty addition here, but it is a host plant to the common buckeye and the white peacock. Although I haven't seen them use it as a host, I do get white peacocks in my garden, but not often the common buckeye. I've seen one or two maybe over the years. Next pot is our little friend who we have visited many, many times. This is a Verbena. I believe it is a moss Verbena. And it has these cute little flowers. I love the color. I love the leaf formation. I love this plant. It has been as a hanging basket for a year now, I want to say. Has made it through the whole season. And as you can see, is doing very well. I regularly trim it and deadhead it and cut it back. And if you keep cutting it back, it will keep putting out new green growth. Now, next door, this pot is actually empty, kind of. I took a cutting and I stuck it in there. Sometimes they'll root, but I don't think it will at this time of year. But this one, look how long it's getting. So I'm just like laying it over here. And when it gets longer, then I'm going to try and get it to root into this pot. And when I know it's rooted, then I can cut it off from over here, and I'll have two again because the one that was in here died. So that's my little plan. I hope it works. You'll see. We'll follow along. You know, we'll be back visiting this guy, and I know the butterflies will be visiting. So that's everything that's in pots. Let's go look at the pentas now. There's a lot of pentas in here, and I've had these pentas for years. I don't know what color they are because they've all been cut back to grow back. They were in pots around my garden, so now they're planted in this garden. But when they are in bloom, I have seen butterflies go to them. They're not the genetically modified dwarf variety. They're pink and white and different shades of pink. So let's go see them all. Some of them look pretty scrappy, though. See right up front, here's a little pink one. We know it's pink because we can see the pink. And here's a white one right behind it, but it's looking kind of scrappy. But it will. I'll just keep pinching off the leaves that, you know, don't look great, and I'll keep deadheading it, and it will come back. Look at this one right here beside. Not so pretty. But then this one here is gorgeous. Look at it, just covered in blooms, lots of fresh green leaves growing in. And then right in front is a little scrappy one. I think this one here might win the award for scrappiest of them all. But it's growing back. You can see the growth on it. Even these ones that look like bare stems, you can see there's a little green coming up. And then here's another one right beside it. This one looks better. And then here's another one right beside it. This one looks really scrappy. And here's another one right beside it. And this one looks better. And then back here beside our little daylily is another one that looks quite scrappy, but it has a lot of new growth on it. You can see there's a little bee friend visiting my salvia. These are the salvias that I bought at Lowe's. I went there for them, and because I just love salvias, and so do bees, as you can see, this little guy. He's just digging in, getting that nectar, and pollinating as he goes. So I have two of these. Then I have my big plum crazy salvia here in the middle, and then there's this one down here coming up, which was buried in here. I didn't find it till I pulled everything out that was in here, and I believe this might be one of the Mystic Spires. I'm not sure, but I know I had some salvias in here that are purpley. Actually, I also had some lavender ones, so it could be either one of those. And look, we're back over here by the little zinnia, and this one even has the tag. So it's a bee balm called Sugar Buzz Cherry Pops. And maybe we'll get to see it. Maybe that's it. Because it kind of looks like another salvia to me too. But the tag was right here. So maybe they're there together. There is no telling. Because look, there's this right here. Maybe that's... Oh my gosh. No, I know what that is. I know what that is. We'll talk about that next. Let me stick this sign back down in here. Okay, so this right here, another one that survived the snow square stem. This is an incredible plant, y'all. It's a Crocosmia Lucifer, and the flowers are beautiful. I bought this one from Romance Gardens the year before maybe. And it's been living here under the snow square stem. Look at it, does have some substantial leaves. So hopefully now it'll get to flower. Maybe I should get its own little trellis to help hold it up and get the sunshine. Do your photosynthesis and flower. So those two finds right there, pretty fabulous. I'm super excited and I hope we get to see them flower. And last, I have two more Florida natives in this bed. One of my favorites I've talked about many times on my channel is the little Buttonsage. That's what's on the other side of the trellis. It was growing wonky, so I have trellised it up so it can grow upright. This is a year-round performer, and small butterflies and bees love it. It also produces a little berry, and I love it. Everyone should have one in their garden. Here's some of the little berries. Beautiful, beautiful plant, evergreen, flowers year-round, attracts butterflies, pollinators. Like, what more could you want? It's fabulous. And then last is this little guy right here. This is a beach verbena. It's a beautiful plant. It puts on these gorgeous flowers, attracts butterflies, bees, pollinators. Wonderful, wonderful. Will spread out and bloom. So this is a good sunny spot for it right here. And normally it will lay over on the ground, but these ones were looking really droopy, so I just put the little trellis piece in to get them upright to get more sun. And that, I believe, is all of the little plant guys that I have in this garden space. Here's another look at this fully planted out garden space. And what you'll notice is, oh my gosh, look at Mr. Ringo. He loves finding a sunspot. He'll just either lay down or sit. He's got his little tongue out, get a little suntan on his tongue. Y'all, I love him so much. He and Ray, they just bring us so much joy. They are just the best dogs. Okay, back over here. The Buddleias. I want to put them in pots because sometimes they don't do well, and sometimes I have to give them a big chop back, and I want to be able to take them and chop them back and put them back in my work area to let them grow back. So I didn't put them in the ground, and it worked out just fine because I had plenty of other plants. And another thing, there is nothing in here that is new that I bought for this garden. The newest things are these two salvias, but I've had them for a little while. They've been sitting on the bench over behind me, and they weren't intentionally purchased for this garden space. I just bought them because I needed some color in my garden, and you can count on salvias to bring you some color. So everything in here I already had a lot of the pentas I've had for multiple years. So that's why I do like keeping a lot of things in pots, because you can move them around and rearrange and refresh your garden. I refreshed this whole garden space with nothing new, and I love it. And let's just sit back and watch it grow in now. But there's some yucky weather coming our way, and it does not make me happy. Once again, we are forecasted to get some freezing temperatures, like in the low to mid 30s. So I'm going to have to cover all my things again and go through is everything going to make it? I ordered a couple things to help out on Amazon. And so when they get in, I'll show you what they are and what I'm going to do with them. And I think that's all we have. This might be a little shorter video, but I have other things to show you, and you'll just have to stay tuned because it's going to be good. I'm having the best time out here in my garden this weather. Oh, I can work all day and dig stuff and move stuff around and not even sweat. It's like the high today is 69. I know I prefer the 70s, but 69, that's close enough. So thank you for watching. Please tap the like button. Please post a comment, even if it's just an emoji. Some of you watch all my videos, and in my mind, you aren't around and haven't been watching because you haven't commented. And if you post an emoji, I just know you were there. That's all I want to know. I want to know you were there. I want to know you were here. I want to know you're here hanging out with me, because then I start worrying about you. And I think, oh, I wonder where Katie Cannon is, because she hasn't commented in a while. I hope she's okay. Oh, I wonder where Elizabeth in her Florida garden is, because she hasn't commented in a while. And I wonder if she's okay. And then I think, oh, Tyler Mack hasn't commented on this video. Tyler Mack comments on every video. I wonder if he's okay. I hope everything's all right. I hope he's not drowning in college coursework. I have to continue this at the other end of the garden, because when my neighbors decide to start mowing, their lawnmower is so loud. Why can't they put mufflers on those things? All right. I know I've called you out before, but I worry about you. I know you got a lot of stuff going on with your land and everything, and no longer dreaming. I hope everything is good with you. And Cindy English, you pipe in regularly, but I like to hear from you on every video. And Deborah Morlock, I haven't seen your Knoxville in a little bit. I need to be seeing that. Oh, and it backfires too. Did you hear that? His lawnmower backfires. Livy, David in Thalangsy, Julie Jenkins, Nancy from Cali, and Karen Hewitt. Where are you? Because we got to have some Steeler talk. I mean, we are in the playoffs tonight. We're playing our big wild card game, and you know, we got to do some cheering for the Steelers. So give me a football emoji, something, because if I don't see it coming from you, in my mind, you didn't watch. So let me know you were here watching my videos. And there's so many more of you. No worries. One day I will call you out. And even though if I were walking down the road, I might walk right by you, because I have no idea what you look like. And some of you, I don't even know your name, because your username is something totally different. But you would know me, and I hope you would say hi. And on that note, I'll see you in my next video. I can't wait to read your comments. Bye, everyone.